Alright guys, so we are in Doom the Dark Ages, and we have a path tracing update to look at today. So in the path tracing section, everything is set to the max it can possibly go, everything on with ray reconstruction as well. We're on the highest settings overall, Ultra Nightmare, everything, 4K. Currently I've set it to DLSS balanced. As you can see, I've got frame gen off, but we'll probably turn that on in a second. So we're getting above that 60 FPS mark right now. Even with path tracing, or mostly above. So what we're going to do is we're going to go turn on frame gen 2 times and just really smooth out these frame rates here. This is the RTX 5090 with a 9800X 3D, so pretty much the best combo. We've got 64 gigs of RAM at 6000 megahertz mega transfers, so yeah, we pretty much got the best combination money can buy right now as to what exists. And yeah, we're getting over that 100 frames mark. I could actually go to 3 times if I wanted to, because this monitor does go to 165 or 160 hertz, I think it is. So there is room to go above, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered by it. But it looks absolutely insane. So we're on, as I say, we're on DLSS balanced, which is, I can't remember what that actually upscales from, but it's absolutely, like, it looks amazing. Like, it looks really, really good. I couldn't even tell you the difference between what it looks like natively and what it looks like with this on. And I'd rather have that path tracing gorgeousness. So let's keep going through and just have a bit of fun playing through this game. It's absolutely insane, like, the sort of updates they give to this game. I just want to briefly check, actually. If we just jump to DLSS quality, what sort of frame rate do we actually get? Yeah, that feels fine. Like, at the end of the day, I play all these games on a controller. I know Doom is, like, insanely good on a mouse and keyboard, but to be honest, I'm quite happy playing this game on a controller. Like, I play Call of Duty on a controller, so I'm very used to first-person shooters on a controller, so it just doesn't bother me. Well, although I do feel a slight sort of, like, a bit more like lag spiking with this compared to running it in like balance mode. So to be honest, I think I would go for the balance mode. It just feels a little bit better. And then I might even go to 3 times frame gen here just to get closer to my monitor's refresh rate. There we go. We're up near that 160, which is where we want to be. And it looks absolutely insane. But yeah, I always play like most shooting games on controller just because it's what I'm used to for Call of Duty and all the competitive shooters. So that's just where I personally play. But this looks absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see some more like water detail and stuff like that, because I mean, you can see all the path tracing reflections happening on the ground, like all the real lighting, you know, like the fire here. You can see it showing on solid surfaces, the rain, is there as the rain effects are showing, like it's slightly more glossy when there's like there you can see it's nice. Like it's a nice update to have. Like if we look at this though, it's a like the thing is I'm one of those people where it's like it's really nice to have, but if you turn it off for a second and then you go apply, right, and then you look back at this, it's like, yes, it's a little bit like over sharpened and it's not quite clear as to what it would be, but look at the performance, man. You're getting 280 frames per second. Not that I can see that in my monitor anyway, but in the end of the day, like, is it worth it just for that? Like, and it almost looks less detailed because it's more blurry like it would be in real life. So it actually almost looks sometimes like less detailed compared to what it would be. Like, I don't know. It's just my opinion, but sometimes I'm just like, I would turn it off. Just so you've got a bit like a clearer visuals, but I don't know. But this, to be honest, we can run it. We've got a 5090. Why not do it, you know? And obviously we can go to even higher times of frame gen. We can go to 4 times frame gen as well to bump it up more. There's so many options with these cards that you can do. But it's a lot more demanding than I actually thought, to be honest with you. I actually thought we'd be running this sort of like quite a bit higher at the native resolution. I kind of thought we'd be doing, or sorry, even DLSS quality. I thought we'd be getting like 80 FPS or something like that. But no, we're actually getting below 60s in some cases with DLSS quality on a 5090, which is kind of insane. I get that it's path tracing. I get that there's a lot going on. But, you know, it's a 5090. So, alright, we've got the intense music. We're going to destroy these guys because we're doing, this is our, like, not second playthrough, but we started from the beginning again. But I'm to be honest, I feel like they'll optimize further above this, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like we've had clearer and more you know, like, I feel like Cyberpunk, for example, path tracing should be way more demanding than this. And yet we're like, this is running worse, I feel like, overall. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. How do you guys feel this is running? Boom. Got him. This game was so fun to play, by the way. I really hope that you don't get copyright striked for, like, this music. As in me, I hope I don't get copyright striked for having the Doom music. So yeah, it's really good. It looks good. Like, the reflections are really, like, impressive, to be honest. But, like, we've got blue key required. Okay. Let's go get the blue key, then. I just basically keep the shotgun out for as long as I can. I do think with this game that it wasn't, in my opinion, it's definitely not as good as Eternal. I definitely prefer Eternal in terms of the movement, the way that game is. This does feel good though now. Now I'm playing it and like the parry system, it is nice. Alright. Okay, down we go. And yeah, so I am seeing not like stutters, but I am seeing some like not so good frame pacing. So we can even go to like DLSS performance and upscale from like performance. We can go like back to 2 times probably. That's another way of doing it. And then we're going to be getting really good. I mean, to be honest, I couldn't even tell you the difference between balance to performance. This looks absolutely insane with DLSS performance, I gotta say. Like, this looks absolutely unbelievably good, and it now feels way more smooth than it did before. Even though we're getting the same frame rate, I think it's the input delay that's just now far superior than it was before. So this is probably how I'd actually play it. Let's destroy this guy quickly. Boom, absolutely obliterated. Get off my game. I'm pretty sure we're like sorry, not ultra nightmare, but I'm pretty sure we're on nightmare mode as well right now. So, but yeah, this is probably how I play it. Like, what frame rate are we getting without our 2 times on? So if we go to off and we go yes, so we're up there. Like, we're definitely up there. We got VSync on because I'm just wondering if like, yeah, we do have VSync on. It just feels a little bit like screen tearing, like quite a bit of screen tearing, but basically there's kind of like a bug at the moment. If you enable VSync, yeah, we're dropping a lot of frames here. This is really bizarre. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's because there's suddenly like a lot of characters here or something, like there's a lot of things going on here. But let's go out here into the like normal gameplay segments. Yeah, we're dropping a lot of frames. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm recording at the same time via Shadowplay and not via like, you know, like via a capture card, because right now capture cards with through the PC, like I've got an external card. It's just kind of really annoying to work with, and it's not a common thing that I'm making like kind of more benchmarky videos. But to be honest, I will test it. I'll test it off camera as well, and yeah, I think it'll be much better. Right, let's get that 2 times frame gen back on, because even though they're not real frames, like it feels, yeah, it just feels so much better, man. Like it just feels so much better. That's why I never understand people who don't use frame gen. Like it's just outright a major advantage. But yes, probably us recording right now does not help. We're recording in, you know, 4K, like a really high bitrate, because I want the video to look good, and yeah, that's not going to obviously help performance very much. Alright. But it still looks really good. Like, look at the frame rate we're getting, over 140 frames per second with 2 times frame gen, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. Boom. Boom. Destroyed. There you go. So, yeah, this is Doom the Dark Ages with path tracing, and man, does it look good. Like, you can even see all the reflections out there. Like, how it's the lighting is, you know, showing the coloring right. You know, it just is better. It just is better. It gives it more atmosphere to the game as well. Like it just gives it a lot more atmosphere and coloring. Boom. Is that everything? Yeah, this looks good, man. This looks good. I'm excited to try this like off camera more and like play through this game quite a bit more, because it does make a difference to the the capture. All right. Okay. There we go. I don't think there's much more to show, to be honest. Like, it looks great. Like, what more can I say? This update is really nice to see. It works really well. It feels good. It'd be nice if it was a bit more like... I mean, it's full path tracing. What can I say? I can't really say it needs to be less demanding. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can't really do much about it. So, I'll probably run a test after this to make sure, like, that I'm getting a higher, like, frame rate. Like without recording, because I do think that is the lead issue. So yeah, it just looks good. It looks very, very good. But if you need benchmarking videos, obviously there's loads of YouTubers out there who can show you full benchmarking of what you can achieve with this game. So do go ahead and look at those as well, because it is great to see. Oh, we can just shred through these guys, right? With this. Look at that. I remember dying there quite a bit because I got stuck before, when we didn't have all these insane like abilities. Yeah, you feel so powerful on your second run. It's almost actually too much. Like, I feel like I could go to the ultra hard mode now. Now I've got all the guns. I could probably feel like I could do the whole game like without dying. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not, actually. It's pretty insane how difficult they are. Okay, I don't think I have access to that. Alright, well, I think we just stop there. I don't think there's much more for me to look at here. The game is great. It looks good. Path tracing is a really nice upgrade. I think I would use it just when I do my next playthrough. Again, as I said, like without me recording, we're probably going to gain a significant frame rate over 60 frames. So, you know, it's just the way it is. So, thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy this kind of content. Lots more to come going forward. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let's turn the music down for a second, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.